Uh, CJ, can you just check your WhatsApp, please? CJ Hariharan, sir.
Yes, I checked my WhatsApp, but I don't find all. I'm just verifying that. I can't see number 5. I'm just a moment. Is number 5 in there? I'm not seeing number 5. Are you able to see number 5? Detail Biju, I don't see judge number 5. Are you able to see? I'm not able to.
You just text him and we'll take care. No problem.
But Rita says, but I don't know. I'm not able to see. Let me just quickly run through the participants again.
Hello. Okay, Hariharan, CJ, it's done.
Yes.
Done. Done.
Thank you.
One second. President comes, your voice is not clear. Voice is not audible.
Adira, can you pitch in?
Am I audible?
Go ahead.
Respected district dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, a very good afternoon. Hello, and welcome to DTAC 2020-2021 semi-finals of Table Topic Contest. Thank you, Shukriya, for joining us for this virtual contest. We're thrilled to have the Toastmasters and guests from around the world to cheer our contestants. I am your Chief Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Atira Gopakumar. I would like to begin by stating the mission of Toastmasters, which binds us all together. To empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders, to provide a mutually supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some rules to be respected during the contest. Please turn off your audio and video as instructed. Please use the chat box to communicate as and when instructed. Please turn off all the noise-making devices or put them in silent mode. Please do not switch on the audio or video while the speech is in progress, as it may interrupt the contestant and the contest. Speakers are requested to refrain from making any references to politics, sex, or religion in their speeches. No member of the audience will be allowed to move in or out of the room while the speech is in progress. Please use your reaction icon to appreciate all the speakers after the speech. I wish you all a fantastic contest. To take the proceedings further, let me invite the energetic Toastmaster Praveena Sriram, the MC for DTAC 2020-2021 semi-finals of Table Topics Contest. She's a Toastmaster for 7 years. She's a mother of 2 naughty sons. Life was the same till a few years back, but has changed ever since she joined Toastmasters. It's become more eventful and interesting. She's found a new courage to accept challenges. Her hobbies include singing Carnatic music, reading, and chilling out with her friends. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Toastmaster Praveena with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Atira, for that wonderful introduction. What a cheerful start to this afternoon. District dignitaries, Toastmasters, and dear guests, a very warm good afternoon to one and all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies for the Table Topics Semi-Final Speech Contest. I just had a very heavy South Indian meal, and I'm feeling extremely tired, lethargic, and I want to feel like sleeping nicely, and in that process, make you also sleep. So instead, what do? Let's go in for a quick workout, all right? Just to get that adrenaline pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That feels nice. That feels wonderful. And I feel energetic. I enjoy my workout just like most of you here. Thanks to the District 105 21 Days Fitness Challenge. You know what, Toastmasters? It makes me healthy and fit. But is that enough? Is that what it takes for a holistic transformation? Not really, right? Because transformation resilience means it's not just about strengthening ourselves externally, but strengthening ourselves internally too. Resilience is about strengthening those 3 wills: physical, mental, and emotional, against the evils of lethargy, ego, and self-doubt. As Toastmasters, how many of us have been asked to repeat our speech? You know what? Toastmaster Suchita asked me to repeat and rewrite my entire script of the MC ceremony today. How many of us have been asked to rewrite, repeat the speech and rewrite the script? And in that process, how many of us fumbled while giving a speech so badly that we said, never again, only to come back again and again and again with renewed vigor, hope, and enthusiasm. And didn't we surprise ourselves by giving wonderful speeches with out-of-the-world topics? And didn't we come for a contest every year diligently so that we win that coveted title somehow or the other? If this is not resilience, then what is Toastmasters? However, at times we feel challenged. We think, oh my God, I think I am in the dumps. I don't think I can get up at all, thanks to the current situation and challenges. So what do we do in that case? That's when Will Boot Camp comes to our rescue. For all those people wondering, what is she talking about? Will Boot Camp? Yes, Will Boot Camp. We all know what boot camp is. It is the place to go for training physically. But then, what about training ourselves mentally and emotionally? Is there a place for that? Yes, that is called Will Boot Camp. We all know that there are many techniques to take us forward spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. But then we don't follow them. Whereas Will Boot Camp shows us that way. There are a few tips and techniques which they ask us to imbibe into our life, which we know, but we fail to implement it. First one, meditation. Anything spiritual keeps us balanced and grounded. Secondly, my favorite, sleep time, because it detoxifies the brain and the body. Gratitude, showing gratitude, expressing gratitude helps to see the goodness in people around us and in ourselves. And finally, the most difficult is digital detoxing. I can see people going, oh, yes, that's how the world has come to now. It is so difficult implementing digital detox because staying away from the gadget at least for 1 or 2 hours a day is such a big burden for all of us. But believe me, Toastmasters, we need to implement it to improve our focus and to improve our interpersonal connect with our family members and relatives, which is really lacking these days. And for us Toastmasters who are involved with DTAC, once DTAC is over, do you think a sabbatical of 6 months from this all great mission is enough? Well, it's for us to decide. what is important in life. Having said this, these are the few seeds which, when sown, nurtured, will grow into an abundant, lush forest called resilience, after which the sky, no, the universe is the limit for all of us, because as human beings, we have a treasure trove of hidden potential. Talking of potential, here is an unassuming Toastmaster who is a repository of talent. She is a Toastmaster for the last 5 years, who, when joining, thought public speaking is not my forte, to becoming a contest chair for DTAC Table Topics Semi-Finals contest. Now, what a transformation that is! That is what Toastmasters does to people. She is going to be the contest chair now, and she's this unassuming person who has some wonderful hobbies: baking, bonsai, gardening. And her mantra for life is be positive and have trust and faith in yourself as you set a path for yourself. Toastmaster Rita Kinji, Table Topics Contest Chair for Semi-Finals A.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena Shriram, for that wonderful introduction. District dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, a very good afternoon to all of you. It is my privilege to be your contest chair for the Table Topics Speech Contest Semi-Final Group A. Mark Twain, a famous writer, once said, "It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to write an impromptu speech." He was lauded as the greatest American humorist. Well, Mr. Mark Twain, you will be glad to know, ever since 1924, evolution happened. Toastmasters International was formed and Table Topics evolved. It brought forth a whole battalion of eloquent speakers. Think fast, talk less, and say more is the mantra. I wish you were here with us today to witness this phenomenon. The stage is set and the spotlight is on. The topic is chosen and the subject given a 10-minute reprieve to think on their feet and speak from their heart, right here, right now. You would be happy, as I am, to meet these resilient speakers who undoubtedly will redefine your impromptu. Our speakers today are the creme de la creme of 7 divisions of District 105. They will be battling in the semi-final table topic contest with their presence of mind and their witty styles. But before we commence the contest, please allow me to state the rules for this contest. The first contestant will select any one of the envelopes as the table topic for the contest. All contestants will speak on the same topic for 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. The timing signals shall be as follows. The green light will be switched on after 1 minute and shall remain on. The amber light will be switched on after 1 minute and 30 seconds and shall remain on. The red light will be switched on after 2 minutes and will remain on till the presentation is completed. 30 seconds grace will be given to the speaker. A disruption slide will be displayed if the contest is halted due to any technical glitch. No indication will be given to the contestant if he or she exceeds the time limits. A contestant who speaks for less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. For this contest, only the first contestant will remain in this hall. The rest of the contestants will be escorted from the main room to the breakout room by the Zoom master. Each contestant may stay in the hall after he or she completes the competition. Contestants, kindly move your backup and your main device to and fro from the breakout room as applicable. I will introduce each contestant by announcing the contestant's name, then the topic, repeating the topic and contestant's name. It has been confirmed that all the contestants are eligible to contest as per the Toastmaster International Contest Speech Rulebook for the Toastmaster year 2020-2021. When a contestant is speaking, all other contestants will remain muted with cameras off. We will observe a 1 minute of silence between each contestant for the judges to mark the ballots. The participation certificates will be displayed in the 1 minute silence, and may I request the contestants to keep their cameras on whilst their participation certificate is being displayed. Our chief judge today is DTM A. Hariharan. We have 7 contestants competing today in the table topics speech contest. Please allow me to introduce the contestants in the speaking order as determined by a draw of lots. I request all contestants to unmute and switch their cameras on in order for the Zoom master to spotlight you. I will announce the names of the contestant and they are requested to respond by saying hello as their name is announced. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Zainab Tambawala. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Vidya Rani. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Lisa Waite. Hello.
Here, but I can't turn my video on. Now I can. I'm here.
Hello.
Hello. I had to wait for my button to turn on.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Shenaz Banu.
Hello.
Hello. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Hariharan Iyer.
Hello.
Hello. Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Neve Condes.
Hello.
Hello. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Shahad Al-Wahabi.
Assalamu alaikum and hello.
Walaikum salam. Hello. Zoom master, can we have a picture, please? Thank you. It is now time to begin the contest. Zoom master and timers, please be ready. Chief Judge, do I have the permission to proceed with the contest?
Yes, contest chair, you may please proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Judge. Contestants, please ensure that you are away and unable to reach your mobile phones or any electronic gadgets and would remain in the visibility of the Sergeant at Arms team members in the breakout room. Please ensure that your hands are visible and follow instructions of the Sergeant at Arms teams. May I now request the Zoom master to kindly escort the Sergeant at Arms teams, the Chief Judge, and the contestants, except the first contestant, to the breakout room. Thank you, Chief Judge.
Yes,
May I now request the first contestant to choose an envelope. I have 3 envelopes in front of me. Envelope 1, 2, and 3. May I request you to choose any one of the envelopes, please?
Envelope 1.
Thank you, Chief Judge. I confirm that I have received the topic. Contestant number 1, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, it is.
To check audio video, please repeat the sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Zainab Tambawala. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Zainab Tambawala.
Thank you so much
for that question. And unfortunately, I do not own things, but the things own me, very unfortunately. And if you see my house, whether in Dubai or in India, is full of things which I just cannot give up. And I may not use them for years, but I just want to keep them. And they occupy a large part of my life, my mind, and my family. Things I have not used for even 10, 20 years are there with me. And I have this bad compulsive habit of not letting go. I think it's something inborn. I cannot let go. Whether it is feelings or things, it is very difficult for me. Even clothes, as you can see, I still believe I may fit into my clothes, which I 20 years back, and I have a big problem letting them go. And it is very bad because it creates such a lot of clutter everywhere that we suffer a lot because of it. In fact, it affects my life as well. Sometimes my kids feel I am more possessive about the things I have than about them. So definitely it's one of the things I want to change. And change has to happen because otherwise things can go really, really out of hand. I may have 20 times the things I require because it is of this problem of letting go. It is so difficult to let go. And I think the pandemic last year, I think it's been a really big eye-opener where I have seen so many people just lose everything in just 1 second. So I want to change this habit. I want to let go. I want to live in peace. And I hope I overcome this habit of collecting and accumulating and keeping the clutter around and just let go and maybe come out of it. So that is definitely the goal for now. And hopefully I'm able to do that. Thank you so much and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zainab Tambawala. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestant number 2, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
To check your audio and video, please repeat the sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Vidya Rani. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Toastmaster Vidya Rani.
Do I own the things or does these things around me own me? What a wonderful thought to discuss this afternoon. Madam Contest Chair, eminent panel of judges, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and everybody who are watching me on the live streaming today. For the first 2 decades of my life, I did live without this maturity that the things around me, I should not let them own me. I did go through a phase where I was clinging on to the things that I would never let go of my bicycle to give it to a friend because I was scared that they might break it. I would not let go of my favorite pen to anybody, even to use it for a signature, because I was scared that I would let go of that and I might lose it. And I was really fortunate to have someone who came in my life as a master teacher who taught me that I should not make the things around me own me. I should actually own them and have control on them and have the decision so strong that I would enjoy the freedom of life. And this aspect helped me in many things in my life. And as a woman, I can vouch. When we are married, we are rerouted from one household to another. And naturally, we let go of many things. Our favorite bedroom, love of our mother's food, and siblings that who adore us. But then we adapt to a new household. And COVID situation also taught me very clearly that I would never own things. And believe me, when I relocated from Oman to UAE, I just gave away my entire household to charity. And it was not difficult. I let go of my favorite car, which was a sports car, and I adored it to the extent that I used to love it like a pet. But it was not difficult for me to let go of it. So I would never let anything around me own me. And I would think all of you do that. Madam Contest Chair, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidyarani. We shall now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestant number 3. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see timer 1 and timer 2.
Is this your speaking position?
It is.
To check your audio and video, please repeat the sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Contestant.
Contest Chair, it's not audible much to me. How about you?
Contestant number 3, can you please increase the volume of your computer, of your laptop or computer, please?
Yes, I can, but I'm working through the headset, so. Okay, it's turned up all the way on both devices. On this and on my computer.
Zoom Master, is the contestant clearly audible?
Contest Chair, with your permission, if without the headphones, if they try to speak, how it would look like to the system, because it's not audible to me. Can Chief Judge can pitch in?
Yes, the sound is not very clear and nor is it loud. The sound is breaking up, but there's a lot of static as well.
Plugged it. Is this any better?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Contestant number 3, we'll do your audio video check once more. Can you please?
Am
I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yay.
Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Lisa Wait. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Lisa Wait.
You know, I would love to say, my things do not own me. But then when I look around my house, I have a lot of stuff. My fellow Toastmasters, esteemed judges, and guests, maybe you can relate. I love giving stuff away. It makes me so happy. And I feel like every week I give away belongings. I've only been in Oman a short time, and yet I have stuff I can give away. But you know what? I seem to get more stuff in its place. My son, back in the States, is an extreme minimalist. So when I go to his home, he has 4 forks, he has 4 spoons, he has 4 plates. And with 2 of us there, I'm doing dishes all the time. And when I said, I don't think you need I think you need more silverware, you need more cups, you need more plates. He says, Mom, when I'm alone, I'm just fine. And if I try to buy something for my son that is not a consumable, he gets mad at me. Why did you think I needed that, Mom? I didn't need that. I think in my son's case, his stuff truly doesn't own him. Me, on the other hand, I have a big storage locker that I pay an awful lot of money for every year just to store my stuff. So in the end, I think it's a challenge that we go through all the time. Do we own our stuff or does our stuff own us? I think all of us would like to say, no, we're in charge, but the reality might be a little bit different. Maybe it's time to start clearing some things out even more. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lisa. We shall now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Contestant number 4. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, it is.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Shanaz Banu. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Toastmaster Shanaz Banu.
Contest chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Do I own my things? Or does my thing own me? I'd definitely like to think that I own my things. I truly believe that everything that happens in life happens because you chose it. You took the steps to make things happen. Often you hear people say, oh, that happened to me because of my fate. It's just destined for that to happen. It was nothing in my control. How wrong they are. You need to own your things. You need to take responsibility for your life. Let me give you an example. I remember back in grade 12, I had a chemistry test. I spent day and night preparing for this test. But unfortunately, I had an off day. Yes, I'm going to blame destiny in this case. I had an off day. So what I did, I turned up at this chemistry test, performed very poorly. My teacher was disappointed. He called me up and he asked me, what is this? What kind of performance is this? And I was just really upset. I couldn't do anything about it. So I decided to own my life. I told myself I'm going to work really hard and prove him wrong on my next test. I studied so hard, practiced so many past papers, turned up 2 weeks later and scored 98%. That's what I call improvement, because I decided that the things that happened to me in my life are in my hands. I could change it. And if you believe that, so can you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanaz Banu. We shall have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Zoom Master, timer 1 is not visible on my screen.
Timer 1 is visible, contest chair.
Timer 1 is not visible, only timer 2 is visible.
in speaker view or gallery, change the view from gallery to speaker view.
Contestant number 5. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timers, but I'm not able to pin them both, of course.
Do you want to pin them?
Preferably, if I could. Okay, timer 2. Yes, I can see both the timers now.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, that's correct. This is indeed my speaking position.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Hariharan Iyer. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Toastmaster Hariharan Iyer.
A message that came in from my friend said, people love things, use people, and some love people and use things. Which category are you in? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Through the years, I must tell you that I came from a very humble family. So if you ask me humble, how humble, I can tell you that I was not from a very great family. My mother used to be those who barely had a sari to wear every day. So she would split it into 2. And she had even patches in some places. My father used to work very hard to ensure that the ends were met. At the end of the day, my father gave me the best possible education that I had. My mother ensured that the house was kept in pristine condition, taking care that we did not have any problems. And I can tell you, through this period, I learned only one thing. Love your parents. Forget the things around. Why do you love things? And why do you let them own you? The best thing that you can look for in this world is to ensure that you are being loved by your loved ones and you love your loved ones. What have things got to do in all of this? Things is inanimate, can be replaced. In 2016, when my father died, I remember all those meals that I missed with him. Can I replace those meals, those moments with anything than my father? None. Therefore, if you ask me, do I own things or do things own me? None of it happens because I just love my parents. Forget the owning. Owning just keeps happening. You may own, they may own. None of it actually comes to me. The most important is I just love my parents, my mother and my father. I don't know whether they own me or I own them. And as the very famous quote goes, as I said, use things, love people. My belief. Contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hariharan Iyer. We shall now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 6, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, but I cannot pin the timer.
Zoom master, the contestant would like to pin the timer, please.
Thank you.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Neve Condis. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Toastmaster Neve Condis.
Good evening, Connish Chair, fellow Toastmasters, judges, and guests. I wanted to tell you that I myself 100% own my things. Why did I say that? We are responsible and accountable 100% of what we have because we are in control. When we are in control of the things that we have, for example, money, for example, our career, for example, our friends, when we are in control, we choose the right people who come into our lives. When we are in control, we know exactly what we need. And I will tell you one thing, one important thing, why I say that I am responsible and accountable of the things that I have. Because I know in my heart and in myself that, for example, for my family, when it's time for us to be together, to celebrate things, I know that it is my responsibility to be in touch with them, to give a call to my parents every single day, and to remind them how much I love them. Because I know that as a daughter, I am responsible and I am the person who is accountable of the happiness of my family and of course of myself. One more thing also is that I am responsible of my own happiness. Whatever I do, it's because I wanted to radiate to other people that this is me and this is because I am accountable of me being happy. And this will radiate to other people when I meet them, when I acquaint with them, and in everything that I do. My dear fellow Toastmasters, if you believe in the same saying that you are in control of the things that you have, you will be one happy person. You will radiate this to other people and you will tell the world that yes, because of that positivity, it will be also radiate to your friends, to your colleagues, to your family, and to everybody around you. Be in control and make sure that when you are in control, you promote happiness, goodness, and that radiates to everyone around you. Over to you, Connish Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neve Condis. We shall now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 7. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I confirm I can see timer 1 and timer 2.
Is this your speaking position?
This is my speaking position.
To check your audio and video, please repeat after me. Am I visible? Am I audible?
Am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Shahid Al-Wahabi. Do you own your things or do your things own you? Do you own your things or do your things own you? Toastmaster Shahid Al-Wahabi.
Contest chair, respective judges, Toastmasters and guests. Do I own my things or do my things own me? Well, there are things I own and there are things that own me. To answer the second part of the question, I will take you back into memory lane. When I was a child, I realized that there are certain things that I look at that give me great joy and great positivity. Simple things like seashells I collected from with my father at the beach. A painting I did with my sisters. A toy my grandmother gave me at my 6th birthday. Different items that I treasured and put in a box I call till this day my personal treasure box. It's no longer one box, it's actually 2. These things in that hidden box own me. Why? Some of you might ask. The seashells I collected with my father remind me of a time where I held his hand, his big hand, and guided me to venture into the sea. So whenever I have fears or doubts, I remember holding my father's hand and I look at the seashells. The doll my grandmother gave me was on my 6th birthday. She presented it to me and said, "This is yours." In that birthday, no one knew. I was secretly sad because I felt no one knows what gift to get me. And she gave me that beloved toy that I love till this day. The schedules or the scribbles with my sisters, the birthday cards I always have. Till this day, I accumulate, I treasure, and they give me back a memory that I'm never alone. I have 3 wonderful soulmates, my beloved sisters. So whenever I'm at doubt or worry, I just go back to that box. There are things that I own, such as a car, a house, but what owns me are the beautiful memories through these material items. Back to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid Al-Wahabi. We shall now have 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark the ballots.
May I come in here for a moment, please? Could I request the Zoom master to take me into a separate breakout room, please, apart from every other breakout room?
Sure, sir.
And could the Zoom master join me there as well? Has the room been created, Zoom master?
Yes, it's done. 1 second.
Zoom Master, I'm unable to join that room. Zoom Master, may I request you to please take me into that special breakout room? Contest Chair, are you able to see the Zoom Master?
Yes, the Zoom master is here in this room.
Yes, sir. Ramaswamy here.
Yes, I'm not able to join the room which I had requested the Zoom Master to create.
So you would like to join with the tally counters?
No,
You wanted to go alone there.
I wanted to go alone with the Zoom Master because I would like to invite somebody to the room.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
here. I'm here.
Okay.
Ram, kindly shift me as well.
So which is the room that you are taking me into?
Sir, you are a co-host. You have to go by yourself, sir. You have to join the judges room. And Zoom Master will come.
He moved. Donji moved.
just adjust பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
Imagine a world with unlimited song skips and ad-free music. It's possible with Premium. With unlimited
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very sorry for that technical glitch and thanks for being so patient with all of us. But before we leave, we have to give a big round of applause to our contestants. May please show your icons and give them a round of applause. This concludes the table topics speech contest semifinal A. May I now request the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Praveena Sairam, to take the proceedings forward.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rita Kimji, for that awesome performance and giving the spotlight back to me. Toastmasters and dear guests, what a wonderful performance this was. And so what if there was a delay? Does that mean there was no adrenaline in it or there was no punch in it? I can still feel the punch. I can still feel the adrenaline rush going through my veins. But hold on, there is still more to come. And what's going to come? I'll let you know after this break of 10 minutes. And we'll be back. And then we will see where the show is taking us and what more excitement is left. So please don't go away. We will be back in 10 minutes time. So stay tuned. You're allowed to go only for a break, quick break for a chai or a coffee. That's it.
Premium is a place where music sounds better and you're invited.
Welcome back, Toastmasters and dear guests. So have you calmed your nerves a bit? Because here is the main part, the exciting part. And for that, all of us would desire to see another face. A face that we saw just before the break, who handled this particular contest in such a wonderful way. Yes, I too am just as excited and anxious to know the result, and that is what is going to happen now. The results are going to be declared by our contest chair, Toastmaster Rita Kimji. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena, once again. And now for the results. 3 contestants have qualified for the finals, but there have been no disqualifications. The first contestant who has qualified is Toastmaster Vidya Rani. The second contestant who has qualified for the finals is Toastmaster Lisa Waite. The third contestant who has qualified for the semi-final is Toastmaster Shahad Al-Wahabi.
Yay.
Ask Chief Judge to join.
May I request the Chief Judge, the Master of Ceremonies, to also join for a group photograph. May we have the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram as well in the spotlight. Thank you. Zoom Master, please click a photograph. Thank you, everyone. And with this, I would now like to hand over to the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram.
Thank you so much, Contest Chair, Toastmaster Rita Kimji. Congratulations to the 3 qualifiers. And for the rest of the contestants, we just can't wait to see you next year for another power-packed performance. Yeah, should I just wait for the spotlight to come back? Yes, thank you, Zoom Master. Now, what is yet to come and what is still more exciting to come? Yes, it is the semi-finals B of Table Topics contest. And what is a contest without the contestants and the contest chair? Because the contest chair, like we just saw, is a central figure who seamlessly coordinates with the various role players to ensure the smooth functioning of a contest. So what do we know about this particular contest chair who is going to take over semifinals B? He is now an IT entrepreneur with over 25 years of work experience in IT in India and the Middle East. When he gets a project, he adheres to small milestones to achieve the bigger goals. He considers it important to celebrate the mini milestones as it brings enthusiasm to achieve the bigger objectives. Today, as a table topics contest chair at DTAC, he has taken one more step to move ahead in his Toastmastering journey. Please help me welcome the contest chair for table topics, second semifinals, Toastmaster Chetan Shah. Over to the contest chair.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, for that one introduction. District dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, and lovely guests, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from anywhere in the world that you have connected today. Thank you very much to connect. It is my privilege to be your contest chair for DTAC 2021 Table Topics Speech Contest Semifinal B. Theme of DTAC 2021 is resilience. It means bouncing back. I'm a born table topic champion. I dodge all questions and bounce back with conclusions. As soon as I got job graduation, I was headhunted and summoned by groom signing committee. My wife was not present. You see, incentives and perks are not disclosed in the first screening. Then my father-in-law asked me a tricky question. Chetan, what is your salary? I was stunned and having silence for more than 10 seconds. But after that, I smiled and I told, thank you very much, my would-be father-in-law. A glass half full or half empty is the perception of that person. My salary is better than many and lesser than Mukesh Ambani. I will keep your daughter hale and happy lifetime. Over to you for your kind consideration. And guess what? I am still married to the same girl. That is the reason when it came to Toastmasters table topics. I was never nervous. Over the years, I have rubbed shoulders with Gautam Sharma. He is a District 82 finalist. And Chris Bowden, winner of 2018-19 table topics. I admire them just because of the delivery during the contest. Later, I am the embodiment of a table topic contest chair. Today, we have 7 confident table topic contestants who will showcase their skills to speak impromptu on a topic. They were resilient to reach DTAC after successfully winning at club level, area level, and division levels. Let's together give them our ears, listen to their spontaneous table topic speeches. But before we commence, please allow me to state the rules of this contest. The first contestant will select one of the envelopes as the table topic of the contest. All contestants will speak on the same topic for 2 minutes with a period of 30 seconds. The time signals shall be as follows. The green light will be switched on after 1 minute and shall remain on. The amber light will be switched on after 1 minute and 30 seconds and shall remain on. The red light will be switched on after 2 minutes and will remain on till the presentation is completed. 30 seconds grace will be given to the speaker. A disruption slide will be displayed if the contest is halted due to any technical glitches. No indication will be given to the contestant if he or she exceeds the time limits. A contestant who speaks for less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds will be disqualified. For this contest, only the first contestant will remain in this hall. The rest of the contestants will be escorted from the main room to the breakout room by our able Zoom master. Each contestant may stay in the hall after he or she completes the competition. Contestants should kindly move their main and breakout and backup devices to and fro from the breakout room as applicable. I will now introduce each contestant by announcing the contestant's name, then the topic, repeating the topic and contestant's name. It has been confirmed that all the contestants are eligible to contest as per the TMI contest speech rule book for the year 2021. When the contestant is speaking, all other contestants will remain muted with cameras off. We will observe 1 minute of silence between each contestant for the judges to mark their ballots. I request the speaker to keep their camera on during the 1 minute silence, as your participation certificate will be displayed at that moment. Our chief judge today is distinguished Toastmaster Govind Negi.
Hello, everybody.
We have 7 contestants competing today in table topic speech contest. Please allow me to introduce the contestants in the speaking order as determined by draw of lots. I request all contestants to unmute and switch their cameras on in order for the Zoom master to spotlight you. I will announce the names of the contestants and they are requested to stand at their speaking positions and say hello after you are spotlighted. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkataraman.
Contest
Hello.
chair.
Yeah.
Contest chair, may I interrupt for a minute? I think there is some issue with your connection. Therefore, we are not able to hear you sometime in between. So will you just look at it? If you have any devices which are running parallel, you can switch them off or something you can do.
I'll repeat the first name at that moment. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman.
Good evening.
Am I clear, Chief Judge?
Yes, you are clear now.
Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Deepa Umashankar.
Hello, good evening.
Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Ghassan Samir Al Musa.
Good evening, everyone.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Happy Alex Roy.
Good evening, everyone.
Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Abhishek Kokate. You are unmuted. Please unmute, Abhishek.
Hello.
Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Ali Niaz.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we cannot see you.
Right here. So, can you see me now?
You, Master. Can you please spotlight?
Yes. Hello, Chair.
I cannot. Yeah. Okay. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Rasia Raslin Agatha.
Hi. Hello, good evening.
I request Zoom Master to click a photograph along with all the contestants. And all of you can smile, please. You can show your teeth.
Done.
Thank you. It is time to begin the contest for which we are waiting. Zoom masters and timers, please be ready. Chief Judge, do I have permission to proceed in the contest?
Yes, you can proceed, contest chair, by sending 6 contestants to the breakout room, except the first contestant in the room.
First, I have to say some more things on the rules. Please unmute the videos of all the contestants, Zoom Master. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chief Judge, to give the permission.
I've not been assigned a room.
Just a sec. I will tell the Zoom Master to take you to. Before that, I need to follow give some more instructions. Thank you very much, Chief Judge. To move forward. Contestants, please ensure that you are away and unable to reach to your mobile devices or any electronic gadgets and would remain in the visibility area of Sergeant at Arms team members in the breakout room. Please ensure that your hands are visible and allow and follow the instructions of the Sergeant at Arms team. May I now request the Zoom master to kindly escort the Sergeant at Arms team, chief judge, and contestants, except the first contestant, to the breakout room.
Mr. Chair,
yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
You may proceed.
Yes.
First, take the permission of the Sergeant at Arms and the Zoom master available.
Sergeant at Arms and Zoom master, are you in control to move forward?
Sir. Yes, sir. Wait a second. I will move the tile of our chief judge. Rest all okay.
Yes. Yes. Could you please get the contestant is there? Yep. Chief Judge, shall I move forward now?
Please move forward. Yep. You are permitted.
Thank you. May I now request the first contestant to choose an envelope number 1, 2, or 3 from this.
Number 1.
Contest chair, please go ahead.
Thank you. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. Can you see the timer?
Yes.
Is this your speaking position?
Absolutely.
To check your audio video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Your voice is echoing. I don't, Chief Judge, are you also hearing the echo?
Once again, please try.
Am I audible? Oh, then shall I stop my backup?
You can try doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Disconnect audio of the second device, yes.
No, it has already been done. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. Your topic is why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy. Why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman.
There was this child, he stole something. And when did he steal it? He stole it when it was dark, when there was no one around. And it was the money from his parents' wallet. The next day, it came to light. His parents were asking, what happened? I had left some money in this wallet. Where did it go? There was absolute silence in the house. Nobody was willing to admit what happened to it. And the father was absolutely sure that he had not touched it. The day passed. There was absolute silence. There was an unearthly silence. There was some conflict that seemed to be happening in the house. That night, the child came up to the father and said, Daddy, it was me who stole that money in the wallet because I really wanted to buy that particular ice cream. And you've always told me it's not good for my health. And because I have a bit of diabetes. The father said, child, why didn't you tell me this before? I would have given you something. I would have bought something for you. What made you not open up? The child said, I was scared of you. The father asked, but now why did you tell me? He said, Dad, the whole day there was somebody inside who kept knocking me saying, Ram, you are not doing the right thing. You have actually cheated on your parents. They trusted you so much. Why don't you open? Why don't you acknowledge? And that is why they say that no one needs to watch you, because the guilty conscience is your enemy and the guilty conscience will make you the real culprit. But your good conscience will make you admit and come out open and a winner. Over to you, contest chair.
One minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Deepa Umashankar. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, it is.
To check your audio video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa Umashankar. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Deepa Umashankar. Your topic is why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy. Why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy.
Oftentimes, we make mistakes. They may not be the most obvious mistakes. It is always something we do unwittingly, but then we are trying very hard when things go wrong to hide our actions really. I'm reminded of Lady Macbeth when you speak about guilty conscience. She was instrumental in killing the king. And what happens? Her guilty conscience troubles her every single night where she tries to clean herself of the blood on her hands. Maybe not all of us commit that kind of a crime of that magnitude, but what we do in our own simple ways take us through those roads where we repent and regret. After all, they say that human lives, we are constantly encaging ourselves in a little room of regrets. I, as a mother, have made so many decisions for my children, which I have over a period of time regretted. And with guilty conscience, I have tried to repair. My daughter was so fond of being on stage, of acting and singing. But being the typical Indian mom that I was, I pushed her into doing chartered accountancy. But when I see her spirit crumbling and constantly telling me, Mom, maybe I don't actually enjoy what I do, that guilty conscience pricks me. Yes, we are all guilty of some wrongdoing or the other, and certain things we can never make amends for. And therefore, constantly we are encaging ourselves in this little cocoon of regrets and guilty conscience. As a mother, I do want to make amends for what I have done, but maybe the time is not right. But that guilty conscience, I will continue to ride on it for as long as I live. Over to you.
Thank you very much, contestant number 2. 1 minute silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Master, could you
Yes,
normalize the
Contest Chair.
time?
Yes,
Thank
time.
you. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Ghassan Samir Al Musa. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see both timers. For the record, I will be switching off my secondary camera, if that's okay.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm good.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes.
To check audio video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you, Toastmaster Ghassan Samir Al Musa. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Ghassan Samir Al Musa. Your topic is why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy. Why they say a guilty conscience is a hidden enemy. Contestant number Toastmaster Ghassan Samir Al Musa.
Again, please.
Chief Judge.
No, I just need to hear the question again.
Okay.
Well, as per the rules, he mentioned it twice.
Okay. A guilty conscience enemy is an unknown enemy. What we learn when we live our lives and go through different experiences is that you never know what happens around you. You can see what your eyes see, you can hear what your ears hear, but you never really see everything that's going around you. And that includes people's intentions. You don't know who wants the best for you or who wants the worst for you. So you live your life judging by what you perceive. And that's why when it comes to people who might hold ill intentions to you, you will never know of their presence. For this, you should always play by your instincts, because you don't know what other people might be holding. You can experience, learn, and explore, but you will never be able to tell everything. And that's why whenever you live your life, whenever you do anything, you should be aware of all of your surroundings. However, you should never lose focus on your primary target. For a lot of factors, a lot of people will try to dissuade you, but this will not be your problem. Your one and only primary point of focus should be what you are doing and where you are going. Everything else is irrelevant. Thank you.
Contest chair, may I ask the timer to put a disruption plate and send me to the breakout room along with the master of ceremony and the contest chair?
Zoom Master, please do the need.
Okay, sir. Master of Ceremonies, you can start.
Yeah.
Chief Judge.
Welcome back. Due to certain technical reasons and as instructed by our Chief Judge, we will be restarting semi-final B all over again from the beginning. I request the Zoom master to first get all the contestants back to the main room, and once that is done, kindly let me know so that we proceed with the contest.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
All are here to main session, Chief Judge and MC.
Thank you so much, Zoom Master. For the kind attention of all contestants, we will be restarting semi-finals B all over again. And to go along with a contest, we need a contest chair. I had told this contest chair just after semi-final A that she had captured everyone's heart with her performance. But I guess, ye dil mange more. Our hearts want more. And hence, here we are going to call this contest chair once again to conduct the semi-final B table topics. She is a Toastmaster who has been in this field, in this area for 5 years. A person who thought public speaking was not a forte has now become a contest chair, not only for semi-final A, but for semi-final B as well. So that is another achievement for this contest chair. Her hobbies are baking, bonsai, and gardening. And her mantra has always been, have faith in yourself and be positive in whatever you do. For such a positive person to come at a short notice to take over this contest chair role for this particular semi-finals in a short notice, I don't think will be a great challenge, or it'll be a challenge that she would love to take. And that is her cup of tea, or rather a cup of filter coffee, which I just had. So over to the contest chair, Toastmaster Rita Kingji.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram. We need technology in every classroom and in every teacher's hand, for it is the pen and paper of our time, and it is the lens through which we experience much of our world. Technical glitches do happen, but I'm sure we all can handle it with a lot of ease. So let's proceed with the contest without much ado. The contestants have already been briefed by the previous contest chair, so we shall not be proceeding with that. The chief judge has announced that we will be redoing the contest. So for this, I would request the contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman, to stay in this room, and may I request the Zoom master to assist all the other contestants to the breakout room.
Sergeant at Arms, you can transfer me also in the breakout room, please.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Contestant number 1, may I request you to choose an envelope? 1, 2, or 3?
I choose 3.
Okay. Chief Judge, I confirm that I have received the topic. May I proceed?
Please proceed, Rita.
Thank you. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, absolutely.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman.
They always say, Ramnath, why don't you turn over a new leaf? And I used to wonder what that was. And it turned out to be that the leaf could be from a plant in a garden and a leaf of the book. So there's such a wonderful alignment between a garden and a book. A garden is got wonderful fertile soil and plants, myriad plants which shoot off different flowers of different hues. And some of them sprout into fruits which are edible. And some of them give fruits which are picked up by the birds. And the honeybees come and pick up the pollen and make honey. And that is so tasty, so delicious, so nutritious, and so nourishing. And one sees a garden and feels joy. There is absolute the blessings of nature. So it is with a book. A book is a garden. We can have books which are fiction, which give you the excitement and the story. We have non-fiction, which actually start intriguing your mind into what could be the science behind such things. You have books on comics and pictures, which really stimulate your imagination and bring out the child in you. You have books on spirituality, which take you to your core self and make you understand that you are such a powerful personality who can make a difference in this world. And that is the beauty of a garden, the green grass, the lovely roses, the tulips, the orchids, the mango trees, the banana trees. Everyone brings in nourishment. And so it is with a book. Take a book, morning, afternoon, bedtime, and you are healthy, glowing, joyous, and richer. A book is man's best friend, the garden in his pocket. Over to you, Toastmasters and contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramnath Venkatraman. We shall now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 2, Deepa Uma Shankar. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, it is.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Deepa Uma Shankar. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? Toastmaster Deepa Uma Shankar.
Books are our windows to experiences. There are a variety of books. If there is something that I would love to do, it would be to work in a library, because that would mean access to books of varied subjects. Every garden has in it fragrant flowers, all shades and sizes and colors, and the smell, the fragrant, heady fragrance that emanates from it. A person who has never read a book, says Mark Twain, is as good as a person who has never studied in his life. It is so important as human beings not to look a certain way, but to develop something between your 2 ears. And what better way to do that than with your introduction to books? You travel afar, they take you all over the place. They give you a vista that you could only imagine in your dreams. Carry a few books in your pocket, and the heady intelligence that it gives you the kind of strength that nothing else ever can. A book indeed is like carrying a garden in your pocket, because it gives you the passport to various experiences, ideas, attitudes, and vistas that otherwise is so denied to you. I would always prefer to carry a few books with me wherever I go, because I feel being intelligent is far more important than good looking. And no better way than through books. Books are indeed like the garden that you carry in your pocket, because like the variety in the garden, there is a whole new vista that is open to you through those books that you hold on to. Over to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa Uma Shankar. We shall now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Ghassan Al Musa.
Yes.
Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see both timers.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Ghassan Al Musa. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? Toastmaster Ghassan Al Musa.
There's a very famous story from the Russian folklore about two people who had a bet. The first one told him, I can stay in an isolated room for 15 years without seeing anyone. And the second one said, no, you can't. So they both agreed that if he actually did it, he will give him an enormous amount of money. The guy stayed there for more than 15 years, and just few minutes after he was almost going to win the bet, he left. The guy was so happy. Oh, he left. He forfeit the challenge. He did not need, now I don't need to pay him any money. But he found a small note where his friend was supposed to be by the end of the 15 years. The note said, when I first started the challenge, all I wanted to do was to strip you away from your fortune. But I was isolated in a room full of nothing but books and knowledge and encyclopedias. As I read through these books one by one, as I traveled through all across the world and all across the universe, as I read about poets, leaders, about generals and fools and kings, after I have explored everything that a man could have ever wanted to explore, through the books that I found in this room, I have decided that by the end of the 15 years, I am much more rich than you are. And for that, I don't want your money. I'm leaving with something that is much more valuable than you will ever give me. I pity you for your money, because I have
Chief Judge.
Sergeant at Arm, he has been muted.
Am I audible now?
You can continue.
And by the end of this time, I have much more than you, for I have knowledge and you have none. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghassan Al Musa. We shall now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 4.
Rita, hold on. Rita, just hold on.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster
I will
Habibi
bring it.
Alex Roy.
Contest chair, I'll bring in. Please.
Oh, thank you. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Habibi Alex Roy. Can you see the timer?
I can.
Is this your speaking position?
It is.
To check your audio and video, please repeat the sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Habibi Alex Roy. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? Toastmaster Habibi Alex Roy.
A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure that each one of us has had the experience of flipping the pages of a book right from our childhood, whether it was a storybook or as we grew up to the fictions, to the novels, or even the academic textbooks that we have read. I am sure each book has taken us on a journey of different phases, of different stages. And just like a beautiful garden, we may have encountered a rose at some point. We may have encountered a large overshadowing tree. We may have encountered orchids. We may have encountered fruits. And what do I mean by this? Every chapter in the book tells us something. It tells us what the author would like us to know about his or her life. It takes us on the same journey, that same stroll through the very same garden. And yet, it is so beautiful and precise that it can be stored in the depth of our very own hearts, so that we later can transfer the contents, just like a gardener would come and irrigate these beautiful little plants and pass it on to the next generation or to others. So today, I encourage you to water your gardens and to take this journey and move forward by reading and going through as many books as you can in your lifetime. Over to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Habibi Alex Roy. We shall now maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Abhishek Kokate. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer 1, timer 2 on the left hand side. Am I visible and audible?
Is this your speaking position?
Absolutely, madam. This is my speaking position.
So can you please repeat after me? Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Abhishek Kokate. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree?
Mr. Contest Chair, a book is like a garden carrying inside the pocket. Oh, yes. This reminds me of a beautiful quotation by a wise man. Once said, "My best friend always give me a book which I have never read." So that brings me back to the point, which are the books that I love to read when I'm in garden. And nowadays it's very easy to carry a book on the phone or on the tab because it's right in your pocket. You create your own garden. The first book is The Old Man and the Sea, written by Ernest Hemingway, long time back. Now, why that story resonates with me, let me tell you. We have got a character in Old Man and the Sea called Santiago. Santiago is 70-year-old, and for next 70 days, he has never caught a fish. He's a fisherman, and he hasn't caught a fish. Now he goes into the sea to take the fish out. What happens next is the story. Is he going to catch the fish? Because the fish is 3 times his size. Or is he going to catch him and kill him? That's the thing. The most beautiful dialogue in the whole book is when Santiago, the character, says to the fish, "A man but can be destroyed, but cannot be defeated." And from there, I felt so connected. Whether he takes the fish or not, that's the second thing. The most important is fight for survival. And during this tough times, we all are fighting such tough times. Santiago's story stands out. The number 2 book, what I'm talking about, is about the adventures of Tom Sawyer, written by Mark Twain. Why I love it? Because it's such a fictional tale. Tom goes, Tom paints, Tom even attends his own funeral. Can you imagine that? Now also, this book would have been written 200 years back by Mark Twain. It is amazing. One book, it's completely about serious things in life to achieve, while the other is about being adventurous in life. But both teach so much, and there are many more things. Right now, I'm reading the Think Like a Monk book by Jay Shetty. So, what I wanted to say, if you're not reading, just start. Everybody loves a book, and you can carry that garden right in your pocket and feel it and read it wherever you go. Book is a garden in your pocket. God's chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek Kokate. We shall now maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Contestant number 6.
Hold on.
Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Alinas. Can you see the timer?
Just one moment, please. Yes, I can. Meeting is now, okay, I can see it now clearly. Thank you.
Is this your speaking position?
Yes, this is my speaking position.
To check your audio and video, please repeat the sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Ali Niaz. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? Toastmaster Ali Niaz.
Chair, fellow Toastmasters, Indian panel of judges, good evening. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. I agree with the statement. I am a bibliophile. I love to read books. Books are the soul of what I do. Now, how do we compare a book to a carried in the pocket like a garden? What does a garden and a book have to do with each other, one may ask. In a garden, you have a variety of flowers. Likewise, there are a variety of books. Depending on which book you want, which flower you want, you pick it up. The same way, which book you want, you can pick it up. Second similarity, a garden has so many flowers which give off fragrance. Each book has a fragrance of its own. A mystery thriller, a philosophy book, a book on sociology, whatever you name it, every book has its own charm like a garden. Now, when you walk in the garden, you see many trees and many flowers. When you look at each of them, you get a different vibe. Likewise, when you carry different books, you will get a different vibe. Now, one may compare a book which is made of paper also to garden sense that comes from the paper, but that is a very frivolous comparison. The real comparison is a book is like a garden carried in your pocket, because whenever you want to feel low, when it's low, you go to a garden, the garden uplifts you. Likewise, whenever you feel low, pick up the book from your pocket and start reading it. That book will uplift your mood. Therefore, there is no doubt in my mind that a book can be compared to a wonderful garden filled with wonderful flowers and trees that enlighten you, that enrich you, that make you feel charged up. I believe that books are the life and soul of what you can be doing. Therefore, every time you walk in the garden, carry your book with you, and the garden is in your pocket, the book is in your pocket. Pick up that book, sit down, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy. You will have the same experience as being in a wonderful garden with a beautiful atmosphere. Thank you, and over to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ali Niaz. We shall now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Raslin Rasia. Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can, both of them.
Is this your speaking position?
This is my speaking position.
To check your audio and video, please repeat this sentence. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Thank you. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Raslin Rasia. A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree? A book is like a garden carried in the pocket. Do you agree, Toastmaster Raslin Rasia?
A book is so much more than a garden carried in your pocket. Contest chair, esteemed judges, ladies and gentlemen. The only reason why I don't agree with that is only because the book has infinite possibilities. It's not just a garden. That's a limitation. I believe that a book is something with no limits and no bounds. A book is even better than the movie because a book allows you to imagine. A book takes you into different worlds. A book can be an airplane that takes you to a country that you've never been before. A book can take you beyond space into the universe to explore things that you can only dream about. A book allows you to learn. A book allows you to cherish things. A book allows you to create. So if you ask me, a book is like a garden put in your pocket. I don't think so. Rather, I tell you, a book is everything, anything, and all of your imagination, all rolled into one, within those pages, into that little thing that can be put into your pocket. It is so much more. So what do you get from a book? You get the ability to grow. You get the ability to learn, to discover. Again, that's so much more than a garden. I do agree. A part of it could be that garden. That spectacular amount of flowers that you're going to see, that you're going to smell, that you're going to be able to grow with. But so much more than that, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that book is everything in your pocket. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raslin Rasia. We shall now observe 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give our contestants a round of applause with the reaction icons. Toastmasters and guests, thank you for your support. This concludes the Table Topics Speech Contest Semifinal B. May I now request the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram, to take the proceedings forward.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rita Kimji. Isn't a contest akin to a movie that we watch in a cinema theater? For those of you people who have actually forgotten what a cinema theater is, thanks to the current situation that we're also hooked to Amazon and Netflix, just when we get to the suspense part, they say intermission. Well, we are going to have the same intermission here for 10 minutes. So go grab your popcorns and your Pepsi cans and get back in 10 minutes to know what the suspense is, which we all know is going to be about the result. So let's take a short break of 10 minutes before I catch you all.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back, audience, contestants, and role players. Have you had your fill of popcorn and Pepsi and other soft drinks and all your favorite drinks? Because we are about to declare the result. Contest chair, get ready to be the cynosure of all eyes, because we are all looking at you and you are the lady of the moment. So over to you, Toastmaster Rita Kimji.
Thank you once again, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram. There have been no disqualifications on the basis of time. The name of the contestants who qualified for the finals, and not in any specific order, are Toastmaster Raslin Rasia, Toastmaster Habibi Alex Roy, Toastmaster Ali Niaz, may I request the Zoom master to spotlight on the winners, please, and the chief judge and the master of ceremonies.
Congratulations, winners.
Zoom master, can we have a photograph, please? Thank you. It was my pleasure to be your contest chair for DTAC 2021 Table Topics Speech Contest Semifinal B. I now hand over to the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram.
Thank you so much, contest chair, Toastmaster Rita Kimji. And what a contest that was. Doesn't this show the level of resilience that we all have? How many glitches, how many interruptions, but in spite of it, all's well that ends well. So why should we look around for inspiration? Here we have role models in the form of role players, contestants who showed amazing grit and resolve to come out with a superlative performance no matter what. And that is a true example of being a noteworthy, resilient person. I had a wonderful time being a master of ceremony, and I hope all of y'all had a great time watching and participating in the contest. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Take care. Stay safe.